Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for having me today. I'm really excited to be here speaking at Wired and talking about Beauty Pie and some of the other things that I have lived through in my entrepreneurial journey that have prepared me for this time and for my biggest idea yet. Let's go to the next slide. Go, which doesn't seem to be. There we go. Okay, my new company, Beauty Pie, is ripping up the old beauty industry's rule book. When you're talking about disruption and innovation, I think it's really important to think about the old rules and to think about at those moments whether or not they're relevant for the people that they're serving. And what I saw with my experience in the beauty industry is that the customer was no longer the focus of the attention of most of the entrepreneurs and most of the businesses in beauty, but rather it was becoming about profit and about margins. And I wanted to flip that on its head and do something that put the customer first and foremost again. This is not my first rodeo. Or my first time at bat. In 1993, I opened a small beauty salon in New York City called Let's Face It, which I built into a bigger beauty spa and product business called Bliss. Then I sold a majority stake of that to LVMH in 1999 and the rest to Starwood Hotels in 2004. In 2006, I launched a line of retro chic beauty called Soap and Glory. It's not on this slide. You probably know it. It's pink and it took over Boots every Christmas. I sold it to Alliance Boots Walgreens in 2014. In 2007, I launched an ergonomic sandal brand called FitFlop, now a footwear range focused on making shoes for superwomen, which sells primarily D2C and also terrestrially in 64 countries. In mid-2016, I launched a vegan bath and body brand called Soaper Duper with a mission to make soap for the future with clean, green formulas, recycled packaging, and a partnership with WaterAid. And in late 2016, I launched the first ever D2C luxury beauty buyers club called Beauty Pie. Some call me a serial entrepreneur. Other people call me a sucker for punishment. I oscillate back and forth depending on the day. Now, Simon Sinek has his much quoted theory that every business or every brand needs a what, a how, and a why. And I'd argue that without a why, you're just not going to make it because it's too hard to go into battle if you don't have a reason to. That's bigger than selling lipstick or blush for less. And at Beauty Pie, or our why, is that we believe she deserves better. She or he, because 4% of our members are men, deserve more. Better quality product, more opportunity in life, a fair and more equitable marketplace for everything, really. And so we're intent on inspiring our customers or our members to take that power back, starting with how much they pay for a really great Swiss moisturizer. Members of our club can shop direct from our warehouses and get up to 80% off everything that they want to buy. We're transparent about what luxury, health, and beauty products really cost to manufacture, source, and store. And we encourage her or him to be their own brand instead of paying 5 times too much for somebody else's. We source the highest quality skincare, makeup, fragrance, candles, body care, hair care, and supplements from a large handful of the leading premium third-party suppliers all over the world. And because we buy in large volumes, like the big beauty brands do, we all benefit from the same incredibly low cost pricing. We've been able to create a huge and engaged following and a community of beauty product lovers online, and it's growing. And because we're digital first and we're a buyer's club, we can cut out the middleman and the retailer markups. At Beauty Pie, we're disrupting the old definition of luxury because a higher price doesn't always mean a better product. And we believe that everyone deserves the very best value for their money. Our differentiator is our membership model. You choose a membership, depending on the level you contribute, you can access a corresponding amount of product every month or whenever you want to shop, with monthly allotments rolling over if you don't choose to use them. You can see what the market price for every product would be, given the cost to retail multiple. But before you check out, we remove the distributor and retailer markups, the typical fees for celebrity spokespeople and marketing. And so you only pay your super low members price. And once you buy from the pie, it's really difficult to go back to paying full retail. Most importantly, we are focused on the benefit of the open source opportunity of being D2C. We regularly poll members about new product launches, about names, about ideas, and the world's best labs now approach us with their blue sky formulas, knowing that we don't have the budget constraints of the typical beauty brands who work backwards from a retail price to make sure that they're making a 92% margin. Products that are highly rated at Beauty Pie and sell well stay in our lineup, and those that don't are discontinued in favor of a nonstop stream of evolving newness. It is truly the democratization of deluxe. Of course, because of our D2C model, we've been quite resilient to COVID-19. We've seen a lot of new members take the plunge and join us during lockdown, because what the old beauty industry had on us, which was going out and trying on that lipstick, just really isn't an attractive option anymore. Like any online businesses during the heat of the crisis, we leveraged our potential by dialing up our digital marketing. We communicated openly with members, giving existing members a couple of months free. We added virtual skincare consultations. We talked to her more on live channels. We used content creators to video swatch products for customers when in-person photo shoots weren't possible. We doubled down on the fact that everyone is an influencer. And we also launched our very first makeup collaboration with well-known makeup artist Hannah Martin, creating content for us to show up her first range of Italian cream blushes. Now, this all started with beauty. And at Beauty Pie, the first idea we had was providing her with all of her makeup without the markup. 6 months later, we added high-performance skincare. And since, we've added body care, nail care, hair care, accessories, fragrance, home fragrance, and luxury scented candles. Now the obvious next place to go is health. And this month, we take on the supplements industry with a line of the purest nutritional supplements on the planet, created in conjunction with the expert nutritionist, Kay Ali. Now, as with any business, retention of our customers tells us how well we're meeting her needs. And we've seen that our retention levels increase the more we launch new and relevant products that deliver what women want. Of course, we'll keep looking into any other categories that make our offer more rounded and our service more convenient for her. Now, as this conference is all about innovation, I thought I'd finish with a few thoughts that always inspire me if I find myself in a rut for a couple of minutes, or an hour, or a day. First is that a good brand and a good strategy, actually, always has a great balance between magic and logic. Too much of one or the other, and you're either unhinged or you're boring. George Lois said that in advertising, it's better to be hated for what you are than loved for what you're not. This is the same as in branding and with any business model. Don't worry if you're different. There's always more space around you to find your own path. Now, everybody talks about the intersection of art and commerce, but in fact, art is really mathematical. Think about symmetry or the Fibonacci sequence. Disruption and innovation are the same. You are connecting new dots to create a new picture. But to be successful with any kind of innovation, you have to put them together in a sequence and execute them with rigor and discipline, just like with this Bridget Riley painting. The end product can be something really beautiful. Diversity of thinking is everything when you're trying to innovate. If everyone around you is agreeing with you or you're not bringing in new ideas or new thoughts, all you get is a small bubble of collective ignorance. Now, make sure that you bring dissenting voices into your discussions and go into them remembering that you can learn something from everyone. And I love this analogy. Here is your eye for innovation. It's a lighthouse. The body is your current knowledge base, something you are rock solid in, some type of skill that you yourself master. The top is your seeker. It's a light that shines all around you to illuminate things that might not otherwise be seen. Adam Grant, in his really great book, The Originals, talks about entrepreneurs being people who are generally outsiders in their industry, but who are experts and who scan far and wide outside of their own areas of expertise to get new points of knowledge, new points of light. Doing that and bringing it all together is innovation. Thank you.